Gymnastics fans, welcome to Maturi Pavilion in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm Jade Morissette alongside Gopher Gymnastics alumni Caitlin and Jenny. We are excited for the meet today with the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Ohio State is coming off of a big win, and Minnesota's last home meet, they had record-breaking scores for their program. Today should be an electrifying battle. Caitlin and Jenny, what are you two excited for today?
To be back here in the Maturi Pavilion. We are so excited to be back here in the Maturi Pavilion. Last home meet against Michigan was absolutely electric. We were here for it.
Oh, it was an amazing thing to see. So much pride in the Big Ten. We had Michigan, ranked #1 in the country, come out here against our Golden Gophers. Now they're ranked 6th. And it's just amazing to see the Big Ten rivals. And we're here again today in the pavilion with more Big Ten rivals with Ohio State.
Yes.
Against our home Golden Gophers.
The Ohio State Buckeyes have been doing excellent this season. They are ranked 3-0 in the Big Ten right now, coming off a win against Nebraska with a big 196-6-7-5. And Ohio State's always been a really great team to compete against. They have a lot of difficulty, great lines, and are really a competitive team for the Gophers. So we're looking forward to a great matchup tonight.
We sure are.
So as the teams are getting ready for their time warm-up here, what that basically means is each team has 15 minutes before the meet to warm up on each event, and then once all of the announcements and walkouts are done, they come back to their event, and they have 4 minutes to do a quick touch. So that means 1 or 2 vaults, just 1 turn on beam, 1 turn on bars.
Just helps them reacclimate to the event, since it has been some time since they've touched the apparatus.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things that I liked as a gymnast, just making sure we need to keep warm.
Exactly.
For this.
Touch that event, get back warm, get ready for that, and get ready with your mindset.
Yeah. So what we're looking at on vault right now for the Gophers, we have Kate Grotenhouse going first, Maya Hooten, Lexi Ramler, Maddie Quarles, Anna Loper, and Gianna Gertis.
And Ohio State will be starting on bars with Zoe Schweitzer, Jenna Halbach, Lexi Edwards, Stephanie Berger, Colby Miller, Nicole Riccardi, and Alexis Hankis.
What are you most looking forward to in this first rotation?
This first rotation, I am excited to see Minnesota's huge vault lineup. They are one of the top vaulting groups in the country right now, so looking at that, and then looking at the dynamic swing of Ohio State on bars. Like you said, they have beautiful lines, and they are rocking a beautiful Leo tonight. I am in awe of how beautiful that Leo is, and I'm excited to see this beautiful gymnastics.
Anna the last home meet got a perfect 10. The last home meet vault lineup was absolutely amazing. We had sticks from Anna, Lexi, and Maddie.
They just kept building on their momentum. It was amazing to see. You could literally feel the energy. It was so hard to explain, but it was it gives me chills just thinking about it. It was amazing.
Scoring that perfect 10 is just must be the most amazing feeling.
Yes.
Wow. So Anna should be super proud. I'm really looking forward to her vault tonight again. Anna's gymnastics in general is just so effortless and beautiful in the lines.
And what's really excited about this Gopher vault lineup is that there is girls that aren't competing that are still working those hard 1.5 vaults. So they are really stacked on this event, and it is so exciting to see them, slowly bring that out and try to get that into that lineup. So it'll be really cool to see if we see any more new vaults from these Gophers.
Yeah, that's so great that they have such depth in their lineup, and they can pull from a lot of other girls.
The depth, it's huge.
And it's so great that they have so many 1.5s, because of course that vault starts at a 10.0, and every single half 10th, quarter 10th counts, and so you want to get as many vaults as possible starting at that 10 rather than a 9.95 with the full.
Exactly. And touching base back with Ohio State, last week's meet against Nebraska, Colby Miller and Nicole Riccardi had the high score of a 9.925, and they had their season best score over on that event, scoring a 49.325, and that is a huge number to start with. And if they were to repeat that today, that's going to be a really good start for them.
Yeah, Nicole is ranked number 12 in the nation right now on bars.
That's huge. Some other things we're going to look for on bars is hitting those handstands, having that dynamic swing that we are talking about, and really finishing it with an exclamation point with that dismount, sticking the landing. That is huge.
Yeah, college gymnastics, everyone has such a high level of gymnastics. It's really about the cleanliness of your team, the presentation, and of course the difficulty, but pretty much everyone is at this a similar level of difficulty if they're starting from a 10. And so those are those areas that they can really differentiate themselves, is that stick. And it's the last thing that sticks in the mind with
I
a
see
judge.
what you did there. But it is true. It just leaves that lasting impression of that crisp, cleanly routine, and that just, it's beautiful to see. And then it keeps building on that momentum. The judges see like, wow, that girl really has set the momentum, set the pace, and then it just keeps moving all the way through the routine, or through the routines. So it is huge. Very important to have that. That's why that first leadoff spot is so important.
Yeah. Yes. It's actually really interesting, the science behind a lineup. And when you have those 6 girls that are up, of course you put 6 girls up on each event, but only 5 scores count. And how do coaches decide who is best in each of those 6 spots to make sure that scores can build on each other and that people are in positions where they feel really successful?
There is a science behind it, just like
There
you
really
said.
is.
It takes a bit of what they do at the competition and how they are in practice, and then who they are as an athlete. So it all comes together, and coaches take this season or time during the season to figure out that lineup.
And we're still early in the season too, so this is the time where they can really play with it.
And it looks like we're going to get started on vault with Minnesota with Kate Grunhaus. And she starts us off with a huge Yurchenko laid out full, slight hop back, but a beautiful start for the Gophers. Talking about a great leadoff performer, she is consistent, dynamic vault. That's exactly what you want to start off on vault.
Yeah.
We are moving over to bars with Ohio State. We have Zoe Schweihauser going. We are catching her halfway through her routine, but it's been a good routine so far, finishing up with a blind full, huge double back. Beautiful start off routine for Ohio State.
Up next on vault for Minnesota is Maya Hooten.
Maya's going to be doing one of those Yurchenko 1.5 vaults here. Huge vault, slightly under-rotated, did have to take that step back into the side, so that will be a deduction, but otherwise her form was beautiful throughout, and she stayed on her feet, and that's what's important.
Yeah, in the warm-up we saw Maya land that one really, really nicely, and so something might have been off in her approach to the vault, but that is A-okay. Maya is a beautiful vaulter and is really, really strong on this event, and again, it is early in the season.
And we are headed back over to bars with Ohio State's Jenna Halvack. and that is a bit of a disappointment. She just cast it over a little bit too much energy on that, so she will have to restart her routine. So she gets 30 seconds to re-chalk up, and you know, that is just one of those things. She's going aggressive for that handstand, and that is what you want out of your athletes, but sometimes that does happen. So obviously they'll take that back to the drawing board next week in practice and kind of work on that, but so a little bit of a disappointing start here, but she's definitely going to come back and try and finish off a strong routine for her team.
Yeah. That's one of those things that gymnasts are always trying to do on bars, is hit that handstand exactly perfectly, like she did right there, going straight into a Ginger.
Huge, beautiful swing, kept form throughout.
Great handstand.
Through to a blind full double back and a good strong finish for her. You can tell she's a little bit disappointed, but that's okay. Like we said, she has her team behind her, and this is really good practice for postseason. So when things go awry, you know, having that mindset of keeping after it as a strong athlete.
Yeah, and here we go back to the vault. Lexi Ramler.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Lexi Ramler doing Lexi Ramler things. Huge Yurchenko, 1.5, slight hop forward, so they will have to take a deduction there, but that's very minimal and a good vault from her.
Yeah, probably a 1/10.
Definitely.
Ohio State regrouping after that fall on bars, and what that means is they can drop that routine. Everyone else, it just adds an extra element of added pressure to their routines, but this is something that they've been practicing for really their entire lives, of how do I come back after something that wasn't ideal, and this is something they practice in the gym, and a great practice for their team, honestly, and putting that layer of pressure, and how do I perform under that. So.
Exactly, and so when they go to postseason, they know how to handle that pressure, that added stressor, yes. So for Ohio State, we have Lexi Edwards.
Beautiful. I love the floatiness of that release move. It's a little close to the bar on that pack.
But way to finish it through.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Beautiful cast a handstand to her dismount. Beautiful. That's
Great.
exactly the routine you want after a fall like that. Lexi getting her teammates back on track.
Yep.
Heading back over to vault, we have Maddie Quarles. Huge Yurchenko, 1.5.
Yeah,
I
that
love
was
her
big.
vault. It travels, it's beautiful, and she just took a slight step on there,
Yeah.
but again, we're a little bit early in season. You really want to go hard on that vault, especially because it's a blind landing. So most of the time, you know, taking that little step is okay right now. She's going to dial it in, and we've seen her stick that vault.
Yeah.
So we know it's possible.
Just
it's
the
there.
last home meet.
Yes.
And like Jenny said, those blind landings are really difficult for those vaults, because it really feels like the ground just kind of comes at you. So you have to have the air awareness and making sure that you finish your twist fully to the wall.
And be ready to absorb that landing, too, because it's going to come fast.
Looks like we're just waiting on a score here on bars. And then we're going to move right along with Stephanie Berger. Great release. And beautiful back to the low bar.
Very beautiful toe point. Slightly short on that cast to handstand, but is finishing up strong with a blind full double back.
Yeah, and a hop back on the double back, but overall clean routine. We are back to the vault with Anna Loper.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful.
Anna Loper doing Anna Loper things. Girl is amazing. She is like a cat. She knows how to land those blind landings that we talked about. She is so consistent with that vault that Yurchenko laid out 1.5. And that's why she's ranked #1 in the country on this event.
She is ranked #1 in the country. What an amazing feat.
And it just looks like she just like plops down.
know,
It
it's
doesn't,
like
yeah. It's like she just did a little
gracefully-
jump. Doesn't look like she just did a Yurchenko 1.5.
We're gonna get a replay of that. Coach Rich Stenger is very excited about that one.
And it looks like we're going back over the bars with Colby Miller.
Beautiful. Great last handstand.
Yes, love her lines here.
That was really
Huge
nice.
double layout, beautiful routine.
We're back to vault with Gianna Gertis. Gianna will be the last gymnast up for the Gophers. Nice full for Gianna.
Took a slight step to the side, so they will take a deduction for that. But otherwise, it was a very good Yurchenko laid out full.
It's actually more, a little known fact, it's more of a deduction when you're stepping to the side versus front or back. Front or back just kind of means you're under or over rotated, but the side means you have a little bit less control. So, but that was only a very slight side step, so will not be a big deduction for Gianna.
And the last athlete up for Ohio State over on bars is Nicole Riccardi.
Again, Nicole is ranked number 12 in the nation on this event right now. Wow.
Huge toe on Tkachev.
Her toe point is amazing. Her lines. We do want to see that pirouette right on top of the bar, but the rest of her handstands have been good. A nice stalter into double back. Beautiful.
Love that bar routine. Very beautiful. And that's exactly what you want from your bar rotation.
Yes.
You know, they had that one fall early on, but the girls that followed up did exactly what they were supposed to do and finished the routine strong. Good rotation for them.
We're back to the vault with an exhibition routine from Marissa Jenks. Marissa Jenks.
A beautiful Yurchenko full, slightly piked down on that landing, but otherwise it was a very good vault. And it looks like Ohio State will also have an exhibition in Alexis Henkes.
you want to talk a little bit about this exhibition spot?
Yes, so what this exhibition spot is meant to do is to get an athlete prepared to slide into that competition spot. So it gives them a good practice in front of the judges. They get to see that what type of score. The athletes have pressure. It's a really good test run through for these athletes. Huge straddle Jaeger, beautiful cast a handstand. Beautiful handstand, getting ready for her dismount. Another huge routine, so that's an amazing backup routine to have if anyone in the lineup before her, you know, is ill or gets an injury. That's a great backup routine to have in Ohio State's back pocket.
Yeah, it's great that teams that have a lot of depth put the pressure on the 6 girls that are in the lineup. And a great exhibition vault from Maya Alberton.
That was a beautiful Yurchenko full. She had great height, great body form throughout, and just that slight hop back.
Yeah. Getting onto these competition landings, and what I mean by that is they're typically harder than the ones in the practice gym, is something to get used to as well. So it really does kind of feel like a jolt to your body when you land on a vault mat here versus in the gym. And so getting more repetitions of that is also great for these athletes.
And then dealing with the excitement, you're in front of a crowd.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know, you have this a little boost of energy when you're performing. So dealing with that, and then the different equipment. So it is good practice for all these girls to get out there and be on this competition equipment.
Well, that was a great first event here at the PAV. We have Ohio State moving on to the vault and Minnesota going to bars. And so this is a dual meet. We basically just flip-flop. And then once we go to beam and floor, we'll flip-flop again instead of going Olympic order. This dual meet formation also has the home team always end on floor, which is also very exciting for them to do, and the crowd gets into it. So that last rotation, make sure you stay tuned.
Ever since I joined the team, she's always been someone who's been there for me and helped me through the highs and lows. And I just really, really like her. My grandma empowers me to continue to grow and explore.
As we're looking on to the bars for the Golden Gophers, we have Lexi Ramler, who's ranked number 5 in the nation right now, and we are excited to see her on bars and the rest of the Golden Gophers. And we are going to go to a quick break before then.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Hey Gopher fans, we are back at the PAV in the second rotation. We are with the Golden Gophers on the bars and the Buckeyes on vault. You want to run through our vault lineup quick?
Sure can, Caitlin. We have Caitlin Grimes starting off for Ohio State. Oh, and actually it looks like this is Nicole Riccardi up on vault now.
Sorry folks, thought we were getting started right now, but we're going to wait a little bit as the judges are getting ready. There's actually a lot that happens down at the judges' table, making sure they have their sheets, making sure all the scoreboards are ready.
And if there's any discrepancies between a couple tents, the judges do have to have a meeting. So sometimes they do have a judges conference to just see what's going on. So that could also take some time.
Yeah. We're actually going to start it off. We're actually going to start it off with Hallie Remlinger on bars instead for the Golden Gophers. Hallie is beautiful on this event. A little close on that release move. So that will be a deduction, but a great handstand into her bail.
Another great handstand, just gearing up. Huge
Nice.
pull in, beautiful pull in, beautiful start off routine.
Great. You know, she had that hiccup in the beginning, but it didn't affect her at all for the rest of it.
That's going to be a great score.
Yeah.
All right, now we are back over on vault, Ohio State with Nicole Riccardi.
Wow.
And a huge Yurchenko full. She stuck that, and she is excited. I love that. Her teammates coming over to give her the high five because that was a beautiful Yurchenko laid out full.
Yeah, she stuck that cold. And her chest was up when she was landing.
Yeah, let's take a look at that again. Beautiful block off the table, great shape throughout, and she spot that landing. Perfect, exactly what you want.
Nice. Back on bars with Maya Hooten. Maya competes 3 events for the Gophers, and she is another beautiful gymnast to watch on bars. She has really aggressive swings, which I love.
Really attacks this event.
Great pike Jaeger to bail.
That was huge, beautiful connection.
A little short on that last handstand. Was winding up for a big dismount,
Slight hop, but beautiful routine.
You could tell she was trying to camouflage that one a bit, but it looked really great.
The old college stick.
The whole college stick.
Taking a look at that dismount again. Here's that pull in. Beautiful.
I love how she does most of her first flip above the bar. That's what you're looking for.
And back over to vault, we have Sydney Jennings. Another beautiful
Great.
Yurchenko
Really
full.
laid out.
She flared it out. Her arms went out to the side, spot that landing, stuck it. That was beautiful. That will score very high.
We're looking at Hannah Wilmarth right now, going up 3rd. Hannah is a 5th year and has had tremendous contributions for the Gophers on bars. She has a beautiful routine, great lines.
Perfect handstand. Huge toe on to
Her
Katja.
signature release move, nice.
She is so patient on this routine in her
Yeah, she is.
handstands, in her swinging. She is a true bar worker.
And a veteran. You can tell she's been doing this for a while. Wow.
Beautiful.
Great. And they controlled that.
I love that.
No doubt.
Exclamation point. That's stuck.
Yeah.
Take a look at that again. Huge double tuck. Boom.
Perfect.
Moving back over to vault, we have Lexi Edwards. A little low on
Yeah.
that. Did have to put her hands down. So that will be a deduction. It will be considered a fall. But I'm glad that she's okay and she was able to get up and finish and salute. So that's a good thing.
That was a great score for Hannah Wilmarth with a 9.875. We're looking at Rich to give Anna Loper the last knucks before the bar routine.
I loved my little talks with my coaches before my events. It just settled my nerves, and they knew what to say to me to just get me in the right mindset. So
Yeah.
fond memories of those little convos.
It's just a few extra keywords to give you some confidence before you go about your way.
Mm-hmm. Great dynamic
Nice
swings.
connection there.
Just gearing up for that dismount.
And another stick.
She just makes gymnastics look so easy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm just walking
I
down
know.
the street, just casually, double back.
It's very
A beautiful
impressive.
thing. It truly is.
You
And-
see a lot of these Spashnikova straight into bail connections. I'm not sure if we were able to see it, but we just saw a really great vault by Jenna Havlak. It was a unique vault. It was Yurchenko, half on, half, and then half twist into a back tuck.
And that she had a really great landing too, so that'll be a good score for Ohio State.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not sure if that vault has, most skills when someone does them, it has their last name as the skill. Like the Ray or Spashnikova. And so that might have one of those as well.
The
on
originator
vault.
of that vault, we don't know their name, but
Yes.
we give you a shout out if somebody can shoot us that
Yeah.
name.
Back onto bars with Tiari Salas. This is Tiari's first time back on the competition floor this season, so I'm really excited to see her.
She's a great dynamic bar worker, and
Yeah.
she has a very unique skill coming up here.
Giant half. Straight into Corkina. Beautiful.
Love it. Gorgeous, and a great handstand. Just gearing up for this beautiful dismount.
Great. Good for
Amazing.
her.
Welcome back, Tiare.
Yes.
Love it, girl. We need you.
That was awesome. Her teammates are happy about that one and so proud of her.
And it looks like we're finishing up on vault for Ohio State.
Great vault by Raina Malis.
Huge Yurchenko layout. Her chest was slightly down on that, but that's gonna get a good score.
Yeah.
And Tiare set up Lexi Ramler with a high score. Tiare got a 9.9 on bars for her
Yeah.
routine.
First time back out here this season. That's really impressive. And we're in for a treat. Lexi is ranked number 5 in the nation on bars right now. Lexi is actually ranked in the top 10 in the nation on every single event, including the all-around, except for floor right now. Beautiful Spashnikova, and she goes straight back up with a Spash half. Great.
That was
That was
perfection.
awesome.
Beautiful swings. I didn't see a single deduction. The crowd's asking for it. Her teammates are asking for it. I'm asking for it. Give the girl a 10.
I don't think Lexi has ever scored a 10 on bars, and I think she should have like 5 times over. She's
And what is it called when you
amazing.
get all 10s on all event, the Grand Slam? Isn't she pretty close
I don't
to that?
know. Do we have a gymnastics name for
It's
all
like
10s?
Yes, it's like the gym slam. I think that's what it's called. Somebody fact check me, but
I know. We need like a stat live tweeter that's confirming all these things.
yes.
Fact checker.
Hook us up with a fact
Yes,
checker.
please.
It looks like Ohio State does not have any exhibition athletes going, but Minnesota will have an exhibition athlete.
Looks like Minnesota will have 2. Mallory Leneve will be first. And Mallory has been in and out of the lineup this season on bars. And then Erin Fortman. Nice first handstand. Clear hip straight into a Tkachev. So when you see these gymnasts, that was a great
Great
save.
save. Very impressive.
Yeah. When you see these gymnasts put 2, 3 skills together, they get extra connection bonus for that.
And a slight step back on that dismount, but a great routine. And that's the type of routine you want to have in your back pocket.
Yes.
In case, something does happen. You have those athletes that can step in and fill in those girls
Yeah.
and get a high score.
Without any hiccups in your lineup.
So scores over on vault for Ohio State. We had a 9.75, 9.775, 9.85, 9.225, 9.675, and 9.775 for an event total of 48.825.
Yeah, right now Minnesota is up by exactly a point with a 98.725 versus Ohio State at 97.725. We have one more routine exhibition spot, Erin Fortman. I don't think we've seen Erin yet this season, so this is a really exciting opportunity for her.
Again, showing that depth that Minnesota has on this event. Really great.
Great hop. Nice. And Pike Yeager straight to that shoot over. That's a lot of
That is
connection
a
bonus right there.
Tough combination, and she did it very well.
Short on that last handstand, but really stacked that giant full on top. Great routine.
Beautiful. A great rotation for Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Yeah. That's so fun. I remember that feeling of going out for the first time and then hitting and having your entire team come and give you high fives and hugs because they know how hard you've worked for that opportunity.
They
So,
truly do. Your sisters,
really, really fun.
They know. It was always a joke that sometimes I ran faster back to my
Yeah.
teammates than I did down the vault runway.
We had to like block her and run to the wall.
I just love them so much.
Just like, catch me. So that wraps up our second rotation. Both bars and vault are complete, and we are heading into beam and floor. Before that, we're going to go on a quick break. Thanks.
Wow, what a great job Ohio State did on the uneven bars. This season, the Buckeyes' strongest events have been the uneven bars and beam. With Nicole Riccardi from Ohio on the uneven bars has been the strongest. Oh, I'm so sorry. I messed up completely. Do I go again or do I not?
Hey Gopher fans, we are headed into the third rotation. We're just watching both teams warm up right now. Everything is looking amazing, so solid, great. Like the level of difficulty for both these teams on these events is really, really fun to watch. And some new names here in exhibition spots, especially for beam for the Gophers. So it'll be an exciting rotation. On beam for the Gophers, our lineup looks like Emily Cook, Haley Tyson, Anna Loper, Ali Saunier, Abby Nyland, and Lexi Ramler. And we're going to have 2 exhibition routines from Mallory Leneve and Ella Sojourn.
And over on floor for Ohio State, we have Savannah Gonzalez, Jojo Warga, Claire Gagliardi, Alexis Henkes, Lexi Edwards, and Jenna Halvek with a exhibition routine from Maddie Pike. So it'll be another exciting rotation. What are we going to look for? Highlights on beam, and then I'll chat about the highlights on floor.
Yes, highlights on beam. I'm really looking forward to seeing routines from Lexi Ramler. I just love her artistry on this event. Her routine is so smooth. She doesn't take any pauses. Her toe point is amazing. I love Abby Nyland on this event as well. She's just so confident and powerful. Honestly, each and every single one of these girls in the lineup I could say something great about. I'm really excited. But of course, on beam, we are looking for no wobbles or balance checks. We're looking for stuck dismounts. We're looking for 180 or above on every single split, whether that's split or straddle, and making sure they get all their connections.
And over on floor for Ohio State, they are looking to top or beat their high score that they got last week of that 49.175 with their lead anchors of Lexi Edwards and Alexis Henkes, who scored a 9.925. So they're looking to repeat those scores here tonight at the PAV.
Yeah. We're up on beam now with Emily Cook. Emily's been leading off the Gophers pretty much this entire season.
And does a great job doing it. She has such
Beautiful.
a calming presence, consistent gymnastics, and she just does what she does.
Yeah,
It's
she
beautiful.
really does. Emily also leads off floor. And does an excellent job over there as well. And like we mentioned a little bit earlier, the leadoff position is really one where they need to be so consistent because their team relies on them to get that event off on a great start.
Exactly.
So far, this routine has looked amazing. Beautiful.
Is doing her job, setting
really
the team
is.
on a good pace. Beautiful start.
That's exactly what you want from a leadoff position. Like you mentioned, Emily is so stable, calming presence on the event. Everything is clean, and the team only builds from there.
And we are going to move over to floor for Ohio State with Savannah Gonzalez. Opens up with a beautiful double pike. You did see she landed on a sting mat. That is allowed. They did have to draw the lines on there just so the judges know if she hops out of bounds, but that is totally allowed. And that just helps protect the athlete's body.
Yes, I loved landing on a little softer mat. So you'll see most of the athletes doing 3 passes. That's pretty typical. And in those 3 passes, they have to go forward and backwards. And there's a number of requirements that you have to have in your floor routine. All floor routines start from a 9.5, and you have to have 5/10 of bonus or more to get you up to that 10.0 start value, which I imagine every single girl here does start at that 10 because every 10th counts, and you don't want to start at a lower start value. going into her last pass here. Nice 1.5 front layout. Just a little deduction on that last pass, but overall, solid routine.
A good start for Ohio State over on floor.
We're back on beam with Haley Tyson. Haley's a freshman for the Gophers. Haley has a triple series right here. The back handspring, back layout. A little wobble there, probably a half 10/10.
Beautiful leap combination. And a slight step back on that dismount, but a very clean routine.
Yeah. I think as she gets more and more comfortable up there, that's going to be such a solid routine because her lines are clean. She actually reminds me a lot of Gopher great Lindsay Mabel.
She does. And we are back over on floor with Jenna Halvik.
Very difficult first pass.
Beautiful first pass. Showing off great choreography here.
That's probably the most fun part about floor is the choreography, ability to present your routine, perform it.
And kind of show off your personality at the same time. Picking music that works with your personality and movements that look well on you, and just really getting showing off your gymnastics that you've worked so hard for.
Yeah.
Making eye contact with the judges there.
I know, it's something you're so scared to do in club gymnastics, and then as soon as you go to college, it's encouraged.
They make you practice. They sure do. But it is good. It just encourages everybody to join in the routine. Another huge pass. Beautiful. Another great routine for Ohio State. They are excited, building that momentum. And we're heading back over to the beam with Anna Loper.
Anna's going to start off her routine with her series. That's a requirement for every gymnast. Just a very slight balance check there.
Talking about those requirements, the full turn, sometimes dreaded, but in Anna's case, she did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Sometimes the easiest skills are the hardest to do. Like that one, very difficult, landed it perfectly, keeping moving throughout her routine, just getting all of her requirements so she can start at that 10-0.
Nice switch leap, straddle quarter. Anna also has really great rhythm and flow throughout her routine. There's no pauses, no second guessing.
A true veteran. Beautiful routine.
That was great.
And we're back over the floor with Claire Gagliari.
I like this floor music.
I do too. So fun. Beautiful first pass, and she danced out of it, and I love when coaches encourage that. It's so fun.
And it helps cover up any sort of landing deductions if you might have one.
Smart coaching right there.
Little homage to Star Wars.
I love this. This is a fun routine. A little Jaws action here, getting the crowd into it.
That's great.
That was a cool little roll.
Finishing it off here with some footloose. Heading into the last pass, the double pike.
Huge double pike.
Great landing.
What a fun routine. I love that.
Her personality came out so much through that. That's so fun. Ali Saunier here on beam. Unique mount there. I'm always very impressed by the people who go for a risky mount. I always just wanted to get on the beam safely and go from there.
Yes. Get on, do my thing, and then get off.
Yes. Great series there.
Perfect full turn. Nice jump combination.
Ends with a unique dismount. The back handspring straight to 1.5. A
And
little
just
bit
a
more
shuffle.
amplitude. Yeah.
And a little shuffle on that landing, and like Caitlin said, she could have been a little bit higher on that 1.5, but a good routine for the Gophers.
That's exciting. She nailed it. She's back out there, back in the lineup.
And she stayed on the beam, and that's what you want from your athletes. And we're back over to the floor with Alexis Hankus. Huge full in back
that
out.
was great. So that's an E pass. Extra bonus points for that outside of any sort of connection.
And quite difficult.
Yes. That's unique. I haven't seen a front half in a long time. Straight into a split jump, which also gives them extra bonus.
And another one of those smart moves by the athlete and the coach to kind of add that jump out of the tumbling pass to cover up if there was any issues, you know.
Yeah, help control it a bit.
Exactly.
Great double back.
huge. What a strong routine
Yeah,
from Alexis Hankis.
it's always tough to end with one of those passes because it takes so much energy to do, but she did it perfectly.
That'll be a great score for Ohio State.
Headed back to the beam with Abby Nyland. Gearing up for her series right now. She also does a triple series. And a fall there. Just a little crooked, and when you do those triple series, sometimes when you're off, it just builds on each other. So that will be a 5/10 deduction.
Beautiful lead combination.
Really solid switch side.
And gearing up for that dismount.
A small step there. You know, that's not the routine she wanted to have. But
she did exactly what she was supposed to do. After you fall,
Right.
you're supposed to get back up there and finish that routine strong because you never know what's going to happen afterwards, and that score might need to count. So she did exactly what she needed to do over there on beam.
every 10th after that counts.
And we're headed over to the floor to take a look at Lexi Edwards.
Sky high double pike. She almost laid that out.
Another clean second pass, 1.5 to a layout.
I love watching teammates do the routine of the girl who's performing. We just know each other's routine so well because you see it every single day in practice.
It's so fun.
And you get to do it with them.
It's what college gymnastics is all about.
It really is. That was a great last pass.
Another strong routine from Ohio State. They are just building on their momentum over there.
Yeah. And we are back on the beam with Lexi Ramler. Lexi is ranked number 2 in the nation on beam. I love how she smiles to the judges as soon as she gets on the beam.
A true beam worker.
Yeah, just comfortable up there.
Solid.
Very solid. Beautiful front aerial. Notice her rhythm, her fingers, her toes. Every little detail is accounted for. Very difficult jump there. It's a ring jump. She has to not only get 180 or more, but she has to look off the beam. Perfect.
That was perfection.
That's exactly what they needed. Exactly what they needed.
I didn't see anywhere where you'd take 10s off. Did you?
I don't know if that one will be a 10, but it should be a 9.9 or 9.95.
Should be very high. And the anchor over on floor, we have Jenna Havelock. Starts off with a huge full in pike out.
Wow, I like how she danced right out of that leap.
I like that they added the Ohio arm movements in there. That's so fun.
I know they always do the OHIO.
A great routine from Ohio State. A great rotation.
Yeah, great
for
rotation.
both teams.
I was mistaken too. Lexi almost got a 10. 9.975. So close. She has gotten quite a few 10s on beam though, so.
I was ready for it. I'm always ready for it.
Always ready for it from her. She is amazing. And we are back on beam with an exhibition routine from Ella Serjord. Very clean series there.
I love how she did that turn.
Me too. Another ring jump right there, taking your eyes off the beam. Making
So
it a
difficult.
blind landing.
And 1.5
One and a half.
Slight hop.
Yeah, I don't know if she fully got her twist done at the end there.
It almost looked like she just second guessed herself for
Yeah.
a moment, and that's all it takes in gymnastics.
Yeah.
You second guess yourself for one moment and just a little step.
But good exhibition routine.
Very
Just love
strong.
the opportunity to get out there.
And another exhibition routine we have over on floor for Ohio State is Maddie Pike. Opened up with a big double tuck. Nice second pass. And just gearing up for her last and final tumbling pass. Great routine.
Yeah.
Another one that's really awesome to have in your back pocket for trying to push the athletes trying to get in those lineups.
Headed back to beam We have Mallory Leneve. She has another one of those difficult mounts.
So difficult. So impressive at the same time. To have so many athletes be able to do that, you know.
Yeah. And just a little off on that series.
Slight
But covered
balance
it up
check.
well.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She fought for that.
Great leap, or sorry, jump combination.
Oh, unique turn. She did
I like
the
that.
inward turn.
Yeah.
Very fun.
That is fun.
And that met the requirement of the standard outward turn.
Great dismount.
Very cool routine from Mallory. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like that routine.
Another
That-
one that's is going to be pushing to get into that lineup.
And that's great just to have that competition between teammates, make sure everyone elevates each other to be their best, and then therefore the team has the absolute best 6 people out on the floor. So that's awesome to see the depth from both teams, getting experience early in the season. They should be really proud. Now we're heading into our last rotation. You excited?
So excited.
The Gopher fans are awesome on floor. They've been standing up for all the home floor routines, and just the atmosphere in here is so electric, and I hope you guys can all feel that through the live stream. So as we're heading into our 4th rotation, we're going to take a quick break before we're back.
Maya Hooten, a sophomore for the Gophers who had an amazing freshman debut last season, is coming back for more. Hooten recorded a second career perfect 10 on floor against Michigan with her meaningful and inspirational routine. It's the final rotation of the day. Jenny and Caitlin, if you were competing, what would be going through your mind?
Honestly, right before floor, I'm just hyped. I loved doing floor. I loved performing floor. And it was just great to do it in a home atmosphere. What about you?
Exactly, Caitlin. I feel the same way. Floor is an event where you can get all that energy out, and you can just really use that energy that you have and show your gymnastics off. You know, show your personality through your choreography, tumble big, look for those landings, and just settle in, because this place is amazing. This is your home crowd, and just embrace this moment.
And there's a certain atmosphere of doing floor here versus at an away meet. And like I mentioned earlier, everyone in the PAV is on their feet. The announcer gets everyone excited.
The crowd is so amazing. It is such an amazing thing as an alumni to see that, the crowd getting so involved. I saw some fans knew the routines and they were doing
that was
it.
so
It's so
cute.
beautiful to see. I really love that interaction that the crowd is giving now.
Right. And Minnesota's tumbling is definitely something to talk about.
It is beautiful. They have stepped it up with the choreography, the leaps. Everything is just to a T, and that tumbling to top it off.
Yeah, we have quite a few full twisting double backs, which is an E skill, very difficult to perform. We have a lot of interesting connection passes. I would look out for Lexi Ramler's 1.5 through to double twist.
Very difficult.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't seen anyone do a 1.5 through in college gymnastics. That's normally something you see in elite, which is Olympic gymnastics.
It definitely just shows the level of athletes who they have over there.
And as
in
Jade
Minnesota.
mentioned, Maya Hooten and her routine,
Beautiful.
so fun. Maya has gotten 2 10s in her only 2 years here, and when she's come into college gymnastics, she fit right in. She performed her routine.
She gets the
loved
crowds
it.
going. She has awesome music, choreography done by Jenny Hansen and Geraldine Stack-Eaton. both help choreograph those routines and really get the crowd going. So it's awesome to see.
Yes. I loved working on choreography and seeing what the coaches had, like their idea of what my routine should be. It was when it was being unveiled, I was like, wow, this is so exciting. I can't wait to learn it. And then you also get some input yourself if you want to do certain dance moves or add something else in there.
Yes, and they always gave my routine like a character or a theme
Yeah.
that helped me kind of get in the mindset when we were thinking about choreography or even getting into performing it. So that's something I bet that Jenny Hansen probably still does with the girls, is just getting them into that character of showing off their routines. So it looks like we are going over to beam and starting with Zoe Schweitzer.
Great for an aerial.
Slight balance check there, but she stayed on the beam, and that's exactly what you want to do in that situation. Fight to stay on that beam. Another difficult jump series with that ring where you take your eyes off that beam for just a moment, but she did it very well.
Nice. Good first routine.
Great start for Ohio State. And starting off on floor,
Emily Cook. Emily is a sophomore from Minnesota.
homegrown athletes. We love that.
Yes. The Gophers actually have a number of Minnesota girls on their team.
Well, there is such talent in Minnesota. The youth programs here are truly amazing, and they set up these athletes to be so strong in their events. Beautiful first pass. That first pass is so difficult.
It is really difficult. She makes it look easy, but it is not easy.
Great leaps, hitting that 180.
Just a round off full here.
And that meets that requirement for her to go backwards.
Mm-hmm. But it's clear she is such a strong front tumbler, so she really showcases that in her main passes and then does that side back pass. I love her smile in the routine. It just is glowing.
And even watching how this routine has changed over the last 2 years and last couple of meets, she's really growing into her own with her choreography, and it's great to see.
Beautiful. This should score high.
That was an amazing start. Headed back over to beam, we have Alexis Hankins. Great series, back handspring step out, layout step out. Very solid.
Nice toss front. You did that skill.
I did. It's a fun one.
Every gymnast has to do a single D skill, and that normally is a front aerial, the front toss, a side aerial, standing back layout step out. It's really a variety of things you can choose based off of your skill set and your strengths and what's going to be the cleanest in your routine. And awesome dismount. Really high double twist.
That was huge. Yeah, you don't see that often, but she did it so well and stuck it perfectly.
Yeah, most girls just elect for the 1.5. And I like the extra half twist, extra oomph. And we are back to floor with Maddie Quarles. Maddie actually had her floor debut last week against Illinois.
And she did great.
Did
I'm
great.
so excited to see
Was
her
amazing.
debut this year at home.
Yes. She starts off with a really difficult pass, a back 2.5 into a front tuck. Nailed it.
Looking at her teammates there at the side as they cheer her on.
Yes. I love the choreography. This is only a 2-pass routine, heading into her last pass, double back, nailed it.
That is gonna score
Great.
big. That was a clean routine, huge tumbling, great choreography.
That's so exciting to do that in front of a home crowd
It truly is.
for the first time.
Good for her.
And we are back to the beam for the Buckeyes with Hannah Oliveros.
And starting off with quite a difficult but beautiful press handstand mount. Shows her strength and flexibility there.
That is impressive. That's a lot of energy that you put out right in the beginning. Ooh, that was a very difficult series because you go from the side straight into the back, and unfortunately, she fell on that one. So
She
looking
will
for
try and-
minimal deductions.
Yeah, but she will
the
try
rest
and
of the
finish
time.
off strong. This routine is jam-packed with so many different types of skills.
Yeah.
Really shows how many tricks she has in her back pocket.
Yes. And difficult dismount.
Wow. That is
impressed by the
going to be a
difficulty.
great routine once she stays on the beam, and a little bit more practice, go back in the gym, and come back next week and
Yeah.
stick it. That's a beautiful routine.
It is very beautiful. And here we have Alexi Ramler.
Get ready for this one. Crowd fave. She's so good at bringing this crowd in. Makes eye contact with everybody. Huge gymnastics.
Yes.
Fun to watch.
And here you see that 1.5 through to a double twist. Nailed it.
Crazy difficult. And you can only do it from a few steps.
I know.
like-
I'm like in my mind trying to figure out how she goes about that, and I never got to her level.
Also, her toe point. We haven't
her
talked
toe
about
point.
it.
I
It's
know,
the
we
first time we're
mention it
bringing it
every
up. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Front handspring Rudy. No deduction there. Her routine is so epic and dramatic.
Epic is a great
Epic.
word.
Yeah.
Great way to describe that.
And they do a similar thing that Ohio does. They say Sky Yuma somewhere in everyone's routines.
Another
Wow.
amazing routine.
Great job. Now, honestly, Lexi goes out and does that every single weekend. She is so consistent. Just a copy paste every single weekend. It's quite amazing.
We're headed back over to beam with Emma Pritchard. Oh, excuse me, this is Stephanie Berger. I do apologize.
Nice dismount there.
Another great routine, and that actually was Emma Pritchard, so I do apologize. It looked like there was a lineup change, so that was Emma Pritchard who we saw on the beam there. Great routine from her.
Great routine. We're seeing Hallie Remlinger back on the floor.
And this is a treat. She
This is a
has
treat.
dynamic choreography, huge tumbling. It's great to see her come into her own here on this event.
Yeah. There we saw that full in. She has such power in her tumbling. Everything is sky high. This routine is also very epic and dramatic. Feel like she's going into battle.
Fighting for those 10s.
Yeah. Ending with a difficult double back. Wow.
Amazing.
Complete control on her landing.
That's gonna be big.
Gonna be big.
Another great routine from Minnesota over here on floor.
Minnesota scores so far, 985, 995, 995. That's gonna go 99 or higher in my book.
I think so
It's
too.
only gonna get better from there on the lineup. Good save on that side aerial.
Beautiful series.
Little low on that back leg, and that leap pass.
But
Small deduction.
Yeah, difficult combo though.
It is difficult.
Very cool dismount
That was cool.
combination. A great routine.
A lot of people are doing the aerial to back full dismount now. It's getting more and more popular, and it's very difficult.
It's so difficult because you start facing one way, you got to turn around and then do a full right after it. So very cool.
And the fans are on their feet for Anna Loper.
Solid first pass layout to Rudy.
Goes for her 2.5. Perfect landing.
Just like dropped out of the sky.
She really did.
Showing her flexibility there with that turn. Just gearing up for her last pass. Minnesota is on fire over there on the floor.
Wow.
Another great routine from Anna Loper.
Amazing. What a night Anna has had as well. Anna's actually ranked number 9 in the nation right now in the
And
all-around.
we can see, oh yes, we can see why. She's just so consistent. Moving back over to the beam, we have anchor Sydney Jennings.
Ohio State did have that one fall earlier in their lineup, so they're really looking for a solid routine here from their anchor so they can drop that routine.
And as an anchor, you're used to being in this position. You know, you have that pressure of competing with potential falls in front of you, so she should be used to this pressure here. Perfectly executed. Very unique series there.
Mm-hmm.
Great dismount, great routine from them. They will not have to count that fall
Yes.
with that stick.
They should be
So-
proud of that lineup there.
And we saved the best for last, Miss Maya Hooten.
The crowd is pumped. And a huge full in here.
Boom. Oh, I don't need that step back. Here's a stick.
That's crazy.
I love it watching her teammates cheer her
Me
on.
too. Front full, front pike.
Oh,
Still
stay.
does not take a step.
Just saying, hey, Judge, I'm not moving. You see that?
Not moving.
Love that. Taking deep breaths right as she's getting ready for this last pass.
It's a difficult double back.
Oh my goodness.
I have never seen a routine with no step backs.
I know, I'm sorry, I got quite excited there, but I have never
That
seen
should
that
be a
either.
10.
That should
I
be
think
a
it's
10.
gonna be a third 10.
I got so excited.
Me too.
I've never seen that.
I honestly
That
don't
is
think I've ever
huge.
seen that.
That is
In
so
college gymnastics.
awesome. Wow. Wow. Let's take a look at it again. There's that full in. Boop.
And it's not a deduction to step back, but it is just so impressive when they don't.
It truly is. And we're back over to beam with an exhibition for JoJo Warga. Slight balance check there, but just getting ready for that dismount. Piked gainer off the back. Great
Nice.
routine.
And we are back on the floor with an exhibition routine from Gianna Gertis. We did not hit the 10-0 for Maya Hooten. We had 110 and 1995, so that averaged to a 9975, but an absolutely amazing event total for the Gophers of 49.7.
That's massive. Is that the highest, one of the highest floor totals I've seen the Gophers have?
Yeah, again, we need our fact checker here,
Yes.
but I think that is definitely up there with the floor record,
The floor greats.
with floor greats. A difficult front, through to double back.
She did take a slight step out of bounds there, so that will be a deduction.
Very clean double pike. Toes pointed all the way throughout.
Very cool.
I really
Ending
enjoyed
pose.
that routine. It was
Gorgeous
nice.
routine. She has dynamic dance, huge tumbling, great toe point too.
And we will not be having another exhibition routine from Ohio State, but we will be having one more for Minnesota, Marissa Jenks. So we will just wait for that score to come in and the judges to give her the flag to salute. Marissa is a freshman from South Dakota, and she has really been out here a lot for the Gophers this season. She's been exhibitioning in the lineup.
Getting good experience, and
Yeah.
she has a lot of
Potential.
potential and good gymnastics that she could bring to this team. Just
Yeah.
breaking into these lineups.
Definitely.
The Gophers are stacked right now, so it's so great for her to get out there, get that practice out here in the pavilion. It's so fun. And then she can step in at any time if they were to call upon her. So super great to have that depth. super difficult first pass.
Especially just running and jumping into it. It's impressive. Most time people do a front handspring into it.
To get their momentum, but not her.
Triple leap. Love that. Big deep breath into her last pass. Punch Rudy. Nice landing. Great routine from Marissa. Wow.
What a night.
What a night. We have some final team scores. Minnesota comes out with the win tonight in this Big Ten rivalry with a 197.575. That's a massive score. And their average score right now, ranking the number 6 in the nation, is a 197.225. So that will increase that average score. So we'll see where they end up in this coming week's rankings. And Ohio State finished out with a great 195.775 and 7.5. Jenny, what do you think your highlight of the meet was?
My highlight of the meet was watching Maya Hooten almost get a 10, and stick all of her passes.
Honestly, I think that was mine too. It was so cool.
Such a great, dynamic floor rotation that they had, building on the
Yes.
momentum and getting that event total score of a 48.7, excuse me. Huge, just massive. So the Golden Gophers will be on the road next week at Maryland versus Pitt at College Park, Maryland. So that's, if you want to follow the Gophers, that's where they'll be next week.
A doubleheader for the Gophers on Monday, Valentine's Day. And this was a super exciting night here at the PAV. We were happy to share it with you guys. And tune in for another meet soon. I think we're going to be back on the mic sometime soon. I am not sure when.
We'll catch you back here.
We'll catch you back. Okay, have a good night. Bye.
Stay golden.
Stay golden.
Hi gymnastics fans, welcome back to Maturi Pavilion. I'm Jade Morissette here with Anna Loper. Anna, you had an amazing day. Can you tell me how it feels to be following up your perfect 10 with another overall high score, especially in front of a home crowd?
I would say that I think the crowd just makes it so much easier to perform well, and I think the team is just doing so amazing, so I just feed off of their energy, and it's just really exciting.
Yeah, during your floor routine, you look like you're having so much fun performing, interacting with the crowd and judges. Can you tell me what's going through your mind during that?
I mean, it really is a performance, and we want everyone engaged, so we really just try to have fun with it and get as many people involved with it as we can, and just kind of use each other to, I don't know, bring the energy.
Yeah, great job today. Thank you so much.
Hey, Gopher fans, it's time for Goldest Paper Airplane Contest. Here's how it works. You will have 10 seconds to throw your paper airplane from the north side of the pavilion to the center of Goldest target. The closest paper airplane throws those will win a gymnastics prize pack. University of Minnesota Golden Gopher! It's time to announce the results of tonight's meet. We begin with the ball. In third place from Ohio State University with a score of 9.85, Sydney Jennings. In second place from the University of Minnesota with a score of 9.875, Lexi Rambler. And in first place from the University of Minnesota with a score of 9.975, Anna Lopez. And now on the uneven parallel bars, tied for third from the Ohio State University Buckeyes, 9.9 score, Colby Miller. And with a 9.9 from the University of Minnesota, Tiari Salas. In second place for the University of Minnesota with a score of 9.925, Lexi Rambler. And in first place on the uneven parallel bars with a score of 9.95, Anna Lopez. Moving on to the balance beam in third place from Ohio State with a score of 9.85, Sydney Jennings. Second place from the University of Minnesota with a score of 9.875, Anna Lopez. And earning first place honors from the University of Minnesota with a score of 9.975 on the balance beam, Lexi Rambler. We have second place, Ohio State, with a score of 195.775. And in first place, your University of Minnesota Golden Gophers, with a score of 197.1575. And the University of Minnesota would like to thank you for sharing your evening with us and for your continued support of Gopher Gymnastics. Come support your gymnastics team on Friday, February 25th at 4:30 p.m. as they face Iowa right here in the Missouri Pavilion. For tickets or more information, go to livegophersports.com.